dreams take flight and where the biggest names in sports collide. One man brings you the action, the insight, and the stories that matter. This is Sports Talk for Onslow County and beyond. You're locked in to Sports Talk with Chris Raynor, only on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Raynor. It's Friday, and I'll just have to do the second sheet for the date. April 17th, we got legendary Onslow County Jacksonville High School running back Eddie Colson with us today. Thank you for being with us, Mr. Colson. Edward Colson. It don't sound right that way, does it? You're Eddie Colson.
Man, I'm Eddie Colson today.
Scoot up just a little bit towards the mic there. We got a lot of stories. We want to make sure we hear every one of them today. After you left Jacksonville, of course, went on to play at Carolina.
Yes.
Got drafted in the NFL.
Yes.
And we'll talk about all that coming up.
Yeah.
So formulate all them stories you've been thinking about. First of all, how's your mama doing?
Mama's doing great.
He wanted to come home and be on the show, but he said it's got to be a time when I can come visit mama.
Oh, I gotta go see her. Gotta go see her. She recharges. She is the reason.
Did you get her radio dial in before you left on 97.1?
Oh, my sister did. She
Okay.
hooked her up.
Good. Well, I'm
She
glad you're out there
hooked her up,
listening,
and
mama.
yes.
We're going to talk about you youngin' here in a minute and
Got it
all
right.
these great stories here shortly.
Yes, sir.
All right, before we do, we're going to pay some bills. We want to thank our sponsors here at Sports Talk. Golden Corral, Mr. Billy Sewell, Rock Creek Golf and Country Club, Pro Rick Morton, Superior Metal Structures and Concrete there in Beulahville, Superior Metal Structures and Concrete there in Beulahville. Sometimes I get so excited about the show, I got to slow down, don't I? Don't I, Ashley?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, co-host Ashley Mosley, co-host
to be
Brian Bailey, legends in their own minds.
Right. Good morning.
Thank you, guys. Also want to thank National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Harry Brown, Ryan, Robbie Yates, Chris Hines, and Quentin. Downey's Heating and Air Conditioning, that's, of course, our buddy Jason Humphrey over there. CNS Paint, Ron Choate, Victor Case. PRQ Exteriors, roofing done right here at home, Mr. Austin Wright. Lisa Thornton and Sandra Fountain, they're at Fountain Management, thank you to them. Southern Touch Painting, Roger Carroll. All About Floors, Ron Prince. Liberty Tire, we need a contact person for Liberty Tire. Who runs the show over there, do you know?
Eddie Ray Horn, Jib,
I knew
Keith.
you'd know.
Yeah, nice guy.
You
Yes,
talk
sir.
about personalized radio service, buddy. When Ashley Mosley is on the account, he comes to see you and
That's
talk to you. So I knew you would know.
Mm-hmm.
Onslow County Motor Company, Ben Beasley and his crew. Know Mr. Ben very well.
You do.
Thank you, Mr. Ben.
You got a part-time job there.
A part-time gig, yeah. I'm the technical support. I fix all the cars if they ever have an issue. No, that ain't it. All I do is drive every now and then. Even I can do that. Bartley Insurance Services, Bill and Drew Mercer. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning. Jones Onslow EMC. Jones LP Gas there in Verona. Lane Associates Family Dentistry. And by the way, Jones LP Gas has $11 cylinder refills today on Fridays. And Lane Associates Family Dentistry. We also want to thank Helen's Kitchen and Billy Grissett for keeping the Sports Talk crew well fed. They're bringing in like a buffet today.
Oh, really?
Breakfast bowls and cheeseburgers. We did a combo
I
today
know you-
because everybody has their own little things that they like.
You got to have them cheeseburgers.
So I'm gonna have a breakfast bowl and a cheeseburger.
All right, I got it.
A breakfast cheeseburger.
Good. Can't wait.
You can also listen.
Buffet. He said buffet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
buffet. They do a fine shrimp plate over there. One day I'm in there doing this
Well,
little
good.
shrimp
Look
plate.
forward to it.
All right, you can listen, watch, and connect. Visit WSME971.com. Hollywood has done a great job putting that website together for us.
He has.
It's always been there, but he's done a great job of spidering all our social media stuff off of it, making stuff easy to find. You can listen to the live Sports Talk stream. You can connect to our YouTube and Facebook pages and catch full episodes and highlights. And if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, you can scan the QR code. Is that right? Oh, I got it? It's right there. You don't see it in here, but you see it on the stream there. On YouTube. Scan the QR code at the top left of your screen. It'll there. You can't miss it. Studio hotline today is 910-346 for Eddie or Brian or Ashley or me or Hollywood. Or you just need to know something in general. We'll try and look it up for you as best we can. You can connect now at WSME971.com, and that's the way you can get everything started. But a lot of these people are already locked in because this is one of our This is a show I've looked forward to just about as much as anything. And I forgot to bring my helmet. I got one of your UNC helmets with the UNC You know what I'm talking about? Where it's staggered from top to bottom,
Mhm.
like the helmet you have in your promo picture we had online. So I need to go get that sometime today and get it to you to sign for me. And we want you to sign our Cardinals helmet too.
We'll be happy to.
All right, Eddie Colson. Let's see. You started for Jacksonville for 3 years.
Yes.
As a 10th grader back in the old days, they didn't have middle school, did they? They had junior high,
Yeah, junior high.
and that was right over here behind us, right?
Right there, Jacksonville Junior High.
Did you play on that field right over there some too?
Yes. Played over there.
When did you get into football? Were you out at the East Piney Green League and all that, or just
No,
when you got to
my
junior
dad.
high?
My dad was a Marine, so we started on the base.
Did you?
Yeah, so they had little league and all that, and he got us into that. You know what I mean? So that's where we really learned. Me and my brother. So he was in, the bigger league, and I was in the little league, and we went all the time. So that's how I got into it. You know what I mean? But it changed when we got ready to go into junior high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So things changed, and the motivation came from me was my brother.
How much
Because
older was he?
2. He was just 2 years older.
So did you have the little brother, tough as nails thing because you always had the bigger brother? You had to kind of stand up to him a little bit.
Oh, I got scuffed up all the time. You know what I mean? But one thing about that was when I got to playing with people my age,
Yeah.
I got to scuff them up.
Yeah.
So that's where it all changed.
It's a lot like coaches loading up on a non-conference schedule. It's really tough.
Yes.
So when you get into conference, it's kind of a cakewalk. You done knocked heads with big brothers. So it was a cakewalk with the kids your size.
Oh yeah. Motivation was there.
Now, your brother, was he a running back or was he a quarterback?
No, he was a defensive lineman and linebacker.
Okay.
You know, he played on the other side of the ball.
Was that at
and stuff.
Jacksonville too, though?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
What was his name?
Arthur.
Okay.
Arthur.
Arthur
Everybody
Colson.
called him Buddy.
Okay.
Buddy
I got
Colson.
you. Okay.
You know, and he got me started really because when we were getting ready to go to over here right across to the Jacksonville Junior High School, my dad had a few weights and stuff, and he would be lifting. My brother would be in the bedroom lifting weights in the 6th grade, getting ready to go to junior high school because he wanted to make varsity. Back then, you had a JV and you had a varsity.
In junior high too.
Yes.
You did? Okay.
Yes. And he made varsity. And I was like, wow. So that changed everything about me. I wanted to be the same way. I wanted to make varsity in junior high school. So I started lifting weights and getting prepared then by watching him. So that was extreme motivation for me, wanting to play on the varsity team.
Well, now, how early did you start in the rec leagues? Was it flag football? Did they even have that back then?
No, there was no such thing as flag football.
So you just started at 4 years old with helmets and shoulder pads.
It was 6 years old, and we put it on, and we went out
Flag
there, and we did, what the coach asked us to do.
Yeah.
So you learn to tackle early, you know what I mean? Things like that, because they just taught you differently then, because you was doing different things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could chop them.
Yeah.
You can't chop today.
There's a lot of rule changes now.
Thank you, man. You smash mouth, you know what I
You
mean?
were you were around the program roughly around the same time Lawrence Taylor was. He was a little after you, right?
He was a little before me.
Before you, that's
yeah,
right.
he was a year before me. He went to the pros when I was coming in as a freshman.
You ever get to meet him and talk with him a little bit?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Good
Oh
dude, isn't
yeah.
he?
Oh
wow,
yeah.
wow, man.
Man, you talking about a player back in
Oh,
the
yeah.
day.
He
And
had-
talk junk.
He had one switch and that was go.
That was right. And he would talk junk too. So that he would back it up.
Oh,
But
yeah.
one thing about
What
him,
I was going to say though is what you're talking about the chop block and stuff like that. I've seen highlight videos of Lawrence Taylor, just a beast out there.
Exactly.
Half the tackles he made are legal now.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, anything
Oh,
on
he
the
would
quarterback.
run you down and
Oh,
just
yeah.
abuse the quarterbacks. You know what I mean?
Tough
I'm
dude.
talking about like club you.
But it was a different time back then, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you started at an early age. You getting ready for junior high, we call it back then. Now it's middle school, but junior high right over here. What was your first game out there? Do you remember it like it was yesterday?
No, I don't remember the first game,
Do
but
you remember what it felt like to be that young and
oh
play?
yeah, man. You're extremely motivated. You're nervous. You know what I mean? You're anxious to want to get in. You know what I mean? So that was the thing. And one thing about it, you know what I mean? Luckily, I scored a touchdown before my brother did.
Really?
Yeah, so that was much different.
So did you and him ever play on the same team?
Yes, we played
I
in
guess once in middle school or once
in junior high
once in
school.
senior.
Junior high school, we played 8th grade, 7th, and he was a 9th grader. I was the 8th grader, and we played in the Cardinal Bowl when we would play Northwoods.
Yeah.
We would play them at the end of the year and stuff like
That's
that.
what they called it, the Cardinal Bowl?
Yeah, and we would play on the Cardinal field, and he won a trophy, the MVP after the game. And the next year, I went to Northwoods, and we played against Jacksonville, and I won the trophy at Northwoods.
So did you guys ever play against each other?
No.
I mean, I don't know if some of the rec teams or something. I figured you're probably on the same team.
Yeah, we was always on the same team, or he was on the team that was it with the the bigger guys.
Was he ever like at the junior high level? Was he a running back or all that?
Fullback.
Too?
He was a fullback then.
Now, technically, what you did at Jacksonville, were you a tailback or a fullback?
I
Or a little
played,
bit of both.
Both. I started out as fullback.
Yeah.
There, and in the 10th grade, and we had Bradley. His last name was Bradley. He was a tailback at the time, and then we had George Simpson. They was tailback. They was part of my class, and then the senior year I moved to tailback.
And everything back then.
Oh yeah.
How was your blocking skills at fullback? Obviously, pretty good if you went on to Carolina as a fullback.
Oh yeah, that's how I got started. You know what I mean? And the
kick
running
out
back
block
coach,
in the hole.
Oh, all that, and you learned from Coach Johnson. Coach Gideon Johnson was the running back coach, and there was no, you know what I mean, playing around in the drills. You know what I mean? Things were set up to get you ready for Friday nights, because that's what we're gonna do. We running the ball, so you had to make
Wait a minute,
sure.
you telling me Ray Durham liked to run the ball?
Oh my goodness, did he ever like running the ball? And I was extremely appreciative for him wanting to
Well,
run
it's
the ball.
funny
like
the names
that.
we're talking about. You've already mentioned Coach Kid Johnson, of course, Ray Durham. You all in the Jacksonville Sports Commission Hall of Fame. I mean, that's just.
and we
Were
had-
you able to come back? They had recently, I think they put the '82 state championship team, which was after you guys. You guys laid the groundwork for that team, and they ended up winning a couple years later. Were you able to come back for that when they had it at the Sports Commission, or were you still out of town then?
I was out of town.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about as you working through the middle school years or the junior high years. Anything stand out? Any particular games or any particular players you played against? You mentioned a Simpson that you played with. Was his older brother or younger brother Bruce Simpson the one that
The
came
younger
on
brother,
later?
yes.
Younger
that was
brother,
his
yeah.
younger brother. Yes, that was his younger brother. We played with, Bruce came right after 2 years, so he was extremely physical and
You remember Bruce though?
oh yeah, extremely physical and tough.
I remember Coach Durham telling us a story about him where he said that he was missing his assignments on defense. He was just basically tackling the ball.
Yeah.
So finally, they just said, let's just make him a monster back. We're not going to tell Bruce where to go. Bruce, just go get the ball.
Go get the man with the ball, and he was very good at that.
I can't read that.
He was very
9:30,
good.
need to take a break and recognize some people.
Okay. We'll
He
do
was very good at that.
it. All right. Now, talk to us about your, before we jump into the high school career, because that's going to be the main focus today. But anything else that stands out in your junior high days? Or were you just prepping for the varsity?
We were just trying to get to play. You know, at the time, you wanted to get in and play, because a lot of times your parents would be showing up. So you didn't want to just have a white uniform. You wanted to get out there and have some dirt on it. At least for my parents, that was a thrill. You know what I mean? It didn't matter. Just get out there and do something. So that was the thing that I wanted to do, because my brother was already playing. I also wanted to get on the field. So that came about the 8th grade.
Okay.
When I moved to quarterback.
Oh, I
And
didn't know that.
He was the fullback at Jacksonville Junior High School. So that's how we started working, playing together, and we ran the option. So, it was a lot of that running down the line and all that.
So were you guys only 1 year apart in playing years? You were 8th and he was 9th at the time?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha.
Yes.
So you were the quarterback and he was the running back.
He was the fullback.
Man, that's a bad backfield right there.
Yeah, back there in junior high school, oh yeah.
Was you about the same size you were?
He was a little bigger.
Well, okay.
A little bigger, stronger. Yeah.
Well, he worked out in his bedroom on time. When did you start hitting that hard like that, just from seeing him?
Yes.
You said that earlier. Yeah.
Yes. And I just stuck with it.
Yeah.
I stuck with it regardless. You know what I mean? Because it was a motivation to me to be stronger than the person you was getting ready to go up against.
He was a good role model, wasn't he?
Oh, boy, was he
Leading you
ever.
into it.
Oh, yeah. Boy, was he ever.
And I'm sure a lot of your success came from that big brother helping you out like you did.
Oh, yeah. The way he used to, motivate me. by scuffing me up. That was motivation, you know.
Made you just as mad as fire, didn't it?
I couldn't wait to get to somebody else.
All right, now let's move to your senior year at the junior high. You're 9th grader. He's moved up to 10th grade.
Yeah.
What was it like not having him around anymore?
Well,
On the field. Obviously, you were still together, but
No,
on the
we weren't
field.
together then because he had went to Jacksonville.
Right.
He
That's
had
what I
went to
mean, but
Jacksonville,
you
and
know what
I
I'm
was
saying.
at Northwoods.
Right.
So it was just different.
So all of a sudden, you broke out of the shadow of Big Brother, and it was your show, wasn't it?
Yes, because he wasn't there anymore. So
Did
everything was.
Did you still do quarterback in 9th grade, or did you?
No,
go
we
straight
did running back.
to
We did running back in 9th grade, and like you say, we went to the Cardinal Bowl, and that was the year I won the MVP and got that trophy before we went to
the high school?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's jump forward to the high school. 10th grade. You're coming in. You're no longer a big man on campus anymore.
No, sir.
At the I keep calling it middle school, the junior high. You're back you're at the high school now. What was it like coming in with all the guys older than you?
It was a thrill. And for me, it was a thrill because you get around people that are bigger than you, but you're being a part of that Cardinal legend, at the time. You are a Cardinal now. So it's much different from being in junior high school because of the legends that had just left. So you wanted to be a part of the Cardinal, but I wanted to be the varsity Cardinal. So that happened to work out real good because Coach Durham was his first year coming to Jacksonville.
Which
and
year
I
was that?
moved up.
78?
78.
Okay.
He came, and for some reason, we got through with a drill, and everybody was splitting up. JV over here, varsity over here. They said, come here, and pulled me over to varsity. I almost started crying.
That was the 9th or 10th grade.
That was 10th grade.
That's right. They had junior high back then, 10,
we were
11,
in
12.
10th
yeah.
grade.
Right.
So I almost cried because I was moving up to varsity. So I, all excited and everything, and made plenty of mistakes, but corrected them.
Right.
Because we had great coaches and stuff. So that really worked for me. And they put me at fullback. You know what I mean?
That was your 10th grade year.
10th grade year, they put me at fullback.
You got any of them stats from the high school? I couldn't find any on the high
I
school.
couldn't find any high school
Yeah.
stats, but I mean, just going and watching them, as a kid. I mean, Southwest was built back then, but the program hadn't got off the ground good. And as a kid, I'd go to watch it. My dad would take me to Cardinal Stadium, and we'd watch some Jacksonville High School Cardinals play some football. And talking to my dad this morning, he said, one thing about Eddie Colson, he said, the longer the game went, he said, the better he got.
Yeah.
He said, and there wasn't ever a time where there weren't 3 or 4 men on him, and him carrying him down the field. He said he just couldn't bring him down.
Well, that's the thing. As they were dropping off, he was just getting stronger, wasn't he?
That's it.
So your 10th grade year at fullback, do you remember your rushing totals or anything like that, or how you guys did that year? I've got the season results here. I can pull back up. I'm gonna send you this link. I told you about it, man. It's awesome. You can go in and find everything. Yes, sir. Oh, I thought you were. Oh, my bad. Time for a commercial. We're gonna take our first commercial break, and when we come back on Sports Talk, we'll talk more about your high school career there.
Thank you.
Right
Rick
back.
D's and the Daily D's. Weekday mornings from 6 till 11 with the biggest hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and Carolina beach music for Onslow County and beyond on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hi, this is Rick Dees, and I have lined you up with a date with Paula Abdul this weekend. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Yes, Paula Abdul will count down the hits right here on the Weekly Top 40 with yours truly, and also give away a $1,000 compact disc system.
You are not.
Yes, we are. The Weekly Top 40 with only the hits here this weekend.
The Weekly Top 40 A's edition, 6 to 10 Sunday nights on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
For over 40 years, people have trusted Liberty Tire, 1137 Gum Branch Road, not only for tires or tire service, but also auto and truck repair as well. Being locally owned and operated as your hometown Bridgestone Firestone dealer, at Liberty Tire, dependability and personal service is your number one priority. Being a state-of-the-art facility and using the latest technology, Liberty Tire guarantees all their work. It's simple. If you bought tires without pricing us first, you pay too much. Liberty Tire, 1137 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, for all your tire needs. Phone 910-346-6655.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in the heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, filled cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
In this fast-paced world, common sense is still important. When it comes to marketing insurance in any form, companies take advantage of sound bites, expressly meant to fool you into thinking things are easier than they are. These 1-800 Life Insurance folks will lead you to believe they have a quicker, faster way of attaining this essential coverage for your family. They don't. Some folks are healthier than others and get approved faster. The process is the same for everybody. That's why you need an agent, especially if it doesn't cost you 1 penny more. At Bartley Insurance Services in Jacksonville, we are there for you from start to finish, locally owned and operated. In this world that is rapidly moving us away from each other, it's important to rely on people you know and trust for your life and health insurance. I am Bill Mercer. Please call my son Drew or me at 910-346-2170. We want to be your agents. Thank you.
Are you in a rental home? If so, just call Fountain Management at 910-455-1609. Are you in need of a new property manager for your rentals? If so, call Fountain Management at 910-455-1609. Or just stop by our office located at 255 Williamsburg Parkway and ask for Lisa Thornton or Sandra Fountain. They will be more than happy to assist you. Lisa or Sandra can share all available properties that would meet your needs or a property management package that would meet your needs. Give us a call today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, Smart Strand Forever Clean Carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. Suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them best of the best for 2025 in the flooring and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Family owned and operated since 1997, Watkins Floor Covering is Topsail's top sales and top choice for 2025, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it. We stand behind it.
When it comes to protecting your home, experience matters. PRQ Exteriors is a top-rated roofing company serving Jacksonville and Onslow County, known for expert roof inspections and quality roof replacement. We specialize in storm recovery, insurance claims, and hassle-free roofing solutions, helping make a stressful situation simple and straightforward. Located at 1911 Gum Branch Road in Jacksonville, you can call 910 910-469-1674 to schedule your inspection today. That's 910-469-1674. PRQ Exteriors. Roofing done right here at home.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, 6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price of participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in California and Hawaii.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all seem to be in a rush these days, from work to driving our kids around. But when you're behind the wheel, please do not speed. A few minutes saved by going faster is never worth the risk. So follow the speed limit, enjoy the drive, maybe bring some snacks for the kids, and know that along the way, you're getting quality time with your family.
Paid for by NHTSA.
You're locked into Sports Talk with Chris Raynor, only on Freedom 97.1, WSME.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Raynor. It's time for a racing report. Anybody watched the race this past week? Bristol. I watched a little bit of it. Bristol is a good race. It's Bristol's a half-mile track that they run about 120 miles an hour. So it's like getting in a bowl and just spinning around and around. Ty Gibbs won the race. Ryan Blaney was second. Kyle Larson third. Tyler Reddick, who's just really come on strong this year. That's Michael Jordan's lead driver now. When you win 4 out of the first 7 races, you all of a sudden jump over his lead driver and become the lead driver. Chase Briscoe fifth at Bristol, and they're headed off to Kansas this week. That's one of those tracks that kind of got added in the last few years. Well, probably in the last 20 years. It's not one of the most popular ones. A lot of people, you don't get big crowds there, and it's kind of took away from some of the other tracks like the Rockinghams and ones like that. I was talking with Brian Bailey, one of our guest hosts today, about going to Rockingham, trying to get to a race. The only thing is Rockingham does not have a cup race yet. Until they get that back, we'll probably try and do Charlotte one game or something, or one race. But Rockingham this past Easter weekend had Friday night they had the truck series, and then Saturday had what I used to call the Busch series. I don't even know what it's called now, Riley's series or whatever it is, the secondary series. But of course, don't race on Easter in NASCAR; they never have. So that's what Rockingham has now. And it's good to watch the cars go, but it's not quite the same as the big guys. So when they come back to the Rock, let's pencil it in and let's all go. You don't do it?
Yeah, sure.
In the meantime, maybe hit Charlotte this fall or something. If the Panthers don't have a game that Sunday, we'll try and hit the Charlotte race. But right now, I'm sure. Let me see if I can get the standings. I'm sure in the standings it's Tyler Reddick because, like I said, when you win 4 out of the first 8 or 9 races, you're going to be the series points leader. Yeah. Ryan Blaney second, 62 points behind, and Denny Hamlin third, 86 points behind. Hamlin had that big emotional victory in earlier race, which was really big because his, lost his parents in a house fire, last year. So that was really big, good moment for him. That's great for the sport and great for him. And then the boys, like I said, will be in Kansas this week. We'll talk more about that next week and get more into the point stuff. But we won't spend more time with Cousin Eddie here, so we're going to do that. Anybody ever called you Cousin Eddie from the Christmas vacation?
Not yet.
Okay, I just did. I'm the first. Thank you to Onslow County Motor Company, Ben Beasley and his crew for sponsoring the racing report. And we'll get more into the standings and where they're developing and going to here shortly. Ash, you got a couple folks you want to
I sure do.
recognize today?
I got to wish a special 18th birthday to Madeline. She's a pharmacy tech up there at Mid-Source Pharmacy inside the Piggly Wiggly. Thank you, Ward Sylvester, for your support. And Preston Taylor with the Maysville Pig, too. But those guys keep me on my medicine, so...
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
On my psychotic medicine, and very, very nice people. But special happy birthday to Madeline. And I'd like to thank Lee, Eric, LaRue, Bryce Grady, nice fellow up there, too. Again, Madeline, Emma, Holly, and Dalton Ainge. Again, happy birthday, Madeline, at the Mid-Source Pharmacy inside the Piggly Wiggly right there in Kinston.
I know another gentleman here that gets his prescriptions there. You do, don't you, Brian?
Yeah, in Ridgelands.
It's like a good community.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, community place. I mean, it's like a full service. It is a full service pharmacy right there in the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
That Piggly Wiggly is just the center of the community, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Has been for a long time up there.
When you walk in, first person to meet you is Edward.
Yep. Says howdy.
Yep.
Nice people, always been very nice to me and take care of
Oh
me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we appreciate Piggly Wiggly for all they've done for the station over the years too, being a sponsor.
Man, hey, you done went back. Man, that was
Now-
a grocery store when I was growing up.
Which now you had the one in Northwoods in back in the day,
That one was right on
and
the
then the
boulevard.
one in New
right
River
there.
too.
Yeah, one on the boulevard right
You used to
there.
work there, didn't you, Chris?
I worked at the Pig in Northwoods. Randy
Okay.
Kellum was
Okay.
my boss there.
Yeah.
The one on the corner of like as you're going into Northwoods, right there across Monzo Drive, that area right there.
Yeah,
I
I
got you.
remember Mr. Well, he had the truck. He used to ride
Uh-huh.
around the neighborhoods.
Yep.
How about that?
Long time ago.
Did you ever work at the Pig?
No. They
Once you
wouldn't
work
let
in the
us
Pig,
work.
you're part of a fraternity. I saw Preston Taylor one day, and I was talking with him, and he said, "I didn't know you was a pig man."
By the way, I need to mention that bulk foods is closing up.
Yeah.
Everything is 50% off
But
right
he's moving a lot of the stuff to
now. He's
Maysville.
moving a lot of it to Maysville, so go out there and save you some money. And again, everything's, as long as supplies last, the bulk food is 50% off right
Yeah,
now.
that's the time to get
I
some
didn't know
deals
that.
because some of those like the big pots you cook your peanuts
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You probably get some good deals right now. Good time to go. All right, Eddie, we got Eddie Colson as our guest today. I'm co-host Brian Bailey and co-host. When I said that, it popped in my mind. The guy from Channel 9, Brian Bailey.
Yeah.
This is the more important Brian Bailey.
Yeah.
And
Our
Ashton
Brian
Mosley
Bailey.
as
That's
our
right.
co-host today. Thank y'all for being with us. Eddie, we want to jump into. We're just getting you to the varsity level, to senior high varsity level. Do you remember your first game?
Yes. Against White Oak.
Always against White Oak back in the day.
Against
wasn't it?
White Oak. Yeah, you line up against White Oak. And that was, you know what I mean, excited.
Yeah.
And
Were you fullback then or running back?
fullback.
Or
I was
fullback?
fullback. We lined up and everything. Coach Durham called the 30 trap. 30 trap. Went 67 yards. on
The dirty
first
30.
carry.
On the first play.
30 trap. First time I carried it.
Really?
First time I carried it, Sam Washington went across there and trapped that man and trapped him. Next thing you know, there was nobody there. And we was a sprint to the end zone. I didn't score, but all of a sudden, that was the first time I carried the ball.
So your first time you touched the ball, 67 yards.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
legendary stuff right there, buddy.
Yes.
Do you remember what the final score was? I got it pulled up here. I'm gonna see if you remember.
No.
You all whitewashed them.
I know
21
we beat them.
21-0.
Yeah, I know we beat them, though, because that was a big talk back then, because they really thought they was going to beat us that year. They really thought they were going to beat us with the talent they had with White Oak, with the Kennedys and the Farmvilles. They really thought they were going to beat us that year.
And it's ironic because they were coming off those state championships in baseball right then.
Exactly.
By that same time. A lot of them
Exactly.
same athletes.
Did you play both ways? Did you play in the defense?
Occasionally.
I got you.
Occasionally. I played linebacker. So I got to also hit people.
Did you like that?
Oh, I'd hit them on offense, too. They could hit both sides. You know what I mean? I always learned to do the hitting instead of getting hit.
Be the hitter, not the hitty.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then see if they can tolerate that in the fourth quarter so you still keep smashing them.
Well, it's funny because a fullback's kind of like the linebacker on the offensive side.
Exactly right.
Because you're the one delivering the blow because, you know, the block, a lot more blocking. Obviously, you carried the ball a ton too, but to start with, were you more of a blocking back when you first started with him, or?
Yes.
A little bit of both?
Yes. You learn how to block because you learn how to stay low because, you know what I mean? People would, for example, we had a linebacker that was in my class named Henry Rowan. Mad Dog Rowan. That's his nickname. He would fill a hole, and you know what I mean? He could play. That was probably my first, you know what I mean? I don't know how to say it, but the concussion part.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
You felt like you had one?
Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? But what were you gonna do about it? Because I wasn't coming off the field. Yeah, I would just make sure between the 30 seconds you had that I would get myself back together.
So you knew you got your bell rung pretty
Oh,
hard.
most likely at fullback, there was quite a bit of that going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But you learn.
nowadays you'd be in the 10 over there on the sidewalk.
Oh my goodness.
Sideline.
I'm glad I'm not playing today.
It is a different game.
Yes,
man.
yes.
And a lot of the things are needed, you know, for safety and stuff, but it's just some of it. When you start having the NFL Pro Bowl as a flag football game,
yes,
that's kind of
everybody's moving soft.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what I mean? You're paying them a lot of money, and then they're not you know what I mean, doing what they did to get there anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? Nobody's pressing. Nobody's wanting.
Well, they're
because you
making
already
business
got it.
decisions, you know.
Exactly. Especially with this new college thing.
We're going to get into that when we get more into your college career about how it's changed so much. Were you going to ask something, Brian?
Just even if you grab a football helmet today and look inside of it, it's nothing like we had.
No.
Even this one here, an old decommissioned.
Yeah, they're so much heavier.
They are.
So
They are. And
You know
that
what?
extra pad over the helmet. I'm like, where'd that come from?
I'm gonna say this, and this is just my opinion. I don't care how big a helmet they make, how much padding it's got on it. That's not the problem. It's that sudden stop. It's that brain bouncing off that skull when it stops.
It's gonna do that.
It's blocking around.
I don't care how big a helmet they get. When you get hit in the head and it stops, you can have a helmet that big. It don't have anything to do with that brain bouncing off that skull where the injuries are coming from. That's just my opinion.
Ashley's got a good idea. He said go back to leather helmets with no face masks. You won't see people leading with their heads in.
No, sir, you won't. They'll look like hockey players.
Well, they don't do that anymore now because they're not taught to lead with the helmet.
Right.
They were at one time.
Oh, most definitely. You would put the Rydell where
Yeah,
you need to
doggone
put it.
right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the
That's what
crown,
they tell you. The
yeah.
Rydell. Keep your head up.
Yeah.
Not down. Keep your head up so the Rydell would go to where you need it to go.
Right.
In the hip. You know what I mean? All that in the rib cage. Things like that.
But I've never seen anybody running up the middle in football back in the day with the head up. They got that head down going up through that line of scrimmage.
Christian Okoye, you remember him?
Yeah,
the Nigerian Nightmare.
He
Yep.
can- Big man.
I did not want to be on them train tracks when that train was coming. Or
punish you.
when this train's coming over here. Either.
He will punish you now. I'm like, just bring what you got, and it ain't gonna be enough.
Now you touched on you were talking about the big protective things, not the guardian caps they call them.
Yeah.
Break time already? Wow. We're gonna take our second break. When we come back, we'll talk more about how the games change. We'll be right back on sports.
Freedom 97.1.
Hey everybody, this is Wayne Carlisle. Hope you'll join me this Saturday and every Saturday. It's Saturday at the beach from 2 until 7, right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME and 1120 AM worldwide, anywhere, anytime at WSME971.com. I'll have all your favorites Saturday at the beach with the Embers, the Band of Oz, Jim Quick and Coastline, Swinging Medallions, California Honey Drops. I'll have them all for you right here Saturday afternoon. So be sure to join me and tell a friend and let's go to the beach. Saturday at the beach on 97.1 WSME, WSME971.com.
I love beach music. Always have and always will.
When it comes to paint and painting supplies, whether a contractor or homeowner, since 1957, people have depended on C&S Paint for all their paint, painting supplies, and accessories, as well as providing expert knowledge in helping with a particular paint project. C&S Paint, with locations in Jacksonville, 6 Doris Avenue, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive in Morehead City, C&S Paint is close and convenient to cover the Crystal Coast with quality Pittsburgh paint for any project, residential or commercial. Color is often the first impression of a home or community. Pittsburgh Paint's team of designers, experienced in both new home construction and residential repaint, have compiled over 2,000 color schemes to provide you with a selection that appeals to homeowners. A beautiful and lasting paint job starts with quality Pittsburgh paint. For more information, phone 910-455-0210 or visit C&S Paint, 6 Doris Avenue, Jacksonville, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive in Morehead City, or online, cspaintcenter.com. C&S Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
If you're looking to purchase a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV without the high pressure, Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, may be the dealership for you. At Onslow County Motor Company, they want to help you buy a car, truck, or SUV, not just sell you one. Buying a car, truck, or SUV should be enjoyable, and the folks at Onslow County Motor Company will do their best to make your car buying experience fun and relaxed. Check out their inventory online at ocmc.us or visit them at 1639 Lejeune Boulevard. All vehicles are hand-selected, and a standard warranty comes with most vehicles with extended warranties available, and Carfax is free. Stop by and visit Ben, Brandon, Travis, Terry, or Dave. They will gladly answer all your questions about a particular model. Financing? OCMC will finance most anybody. Great selection. Great people. Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, where customers send their friends. Call today, 910-355-7066.
Superior Metal Structures and Concrete Beulaville specializes in protecting your investments. From barns, workshops, man caves, and even she sheds, Superior Metal Structures and Concrete has got you covered. They work with their customers from the ground up, specializing in constructing top-of-the-line metal structures and concrete foundations customized to fit your needs. Call Superior Metal Structures and Concrete in Beulaville today, 910-298-3774. That's 910-298-3774.
Spring is here, and that means outdoor projects are in full swing, from planting trees to building decks. But before you dig, take one simple step to protect yourself, your property, and your community. Call 811. Underground utility lines for electricity, gas, water, and more run beneath your yard, and hitting one can cause serious injuries, costly repairs, and outages. Calling 811 is quick, easy, and free. Just a few days before your project, utility crews will mark the line so you can dig safely. No matter the size of your project, think before you dig. Call 811 first.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, has proudly served the heating and cooling needs of our community since 1967. Now, we've expanded our expert services to include professional residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, as well as full-service residential and commercial plumbing. Make sure your home or business stays powered through any storm with a Generac generator. We have units in stock and ready to install today. Cleaner air means better breathing. Let us improve your indoor air quality with our professional air duct cleaning services. And remember, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergencies. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with convenient locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit us online at humphreyheating.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
It's Sports Talk live on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Raynor. We have our Hurricanes Watch Now sponsored by Downey's Heating and Air Conditioning. Jason Humphrey and his crew, thank you for sponsoring our Carolina Hurricanes Watch. Last we talked, last Friday, the Canes had just come off they put up a touchdown on the Chicago Blackhawks, won 7-2. Ended up winning the next day, Saturday, 4-1. Lost to the Philadelphia Flyers 3-2, but it was in overtime, so they got that point that they needed to have the best record in the Eastern Conference.
And the playoffs start today.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
And then
Saturday.
then they won the very next night against the New York Islanders, who had just been eliminated. Maybe the Islanders might be in. I can't remember, but the Hurricanes eliminated the Washington Capitals. I have kin that are Capitals fans, so if you're out there listening, I'm sorry. The Capitals are not in the tournament this year. So the Hurricanes will start the playoffs tomorrow at 3:00. That'd be a great time to go and tailgate at Lenovo, hang out, marinate in the parking lot, and go and watch the hockey game. Come home early.
We'll give that barbecue place some more shouts. And we'll get some
I
more
will.
tickets and go. We want some more tickets. Me
Redneck
and Harry
Barbecue
want to
Lab.
go
I'll
back.
talk to Jerry and see if we can't work it out. He's got his big opening coming up at the Hope Mills. You ever ready to Redneck Barbecue Lab? Okay, on the way back home, you go 40, right?
Yeah.
Okay, exit 319.
Okay.
Stop in and get you some barbecue. Man, it's good. It's called Redneck Barbecue Lab, 319 right there off 40. Right before you get to the to Benson.
Yeah,
right in that
McGee's
area.
Crossroads exit.
McGee's Crossroads.
You get off the ramp, take a right. It's on the right.
Okay.
Actually, it's past Benson. I'm got my mind wrong, but it's
Yeah,
right there in
it's
that general
past-
area.
it's
But
past
exit
Benson.
319 there in Johnston County. Great barbecue. You ever heard of burn-ins before? Oh man, them were the bomb right there. It's a part of the barbecue that they cook and caramelize. Oh, that's good stuff. So just go in there. Whatever you get, it'll be good. Trust me, it's good. So they play Ottawa. The Hurricanes play Ottawa Senators tomorrow at 3. A best of 7 game series. So they're going to have, I hope, just 4 games against them. Go ahead and sweep them and be done with it. But the next game will be Monday night. Wow, that just gave me a shock right there. Monday night.
I'm sorry, guys.
Monday night, the 20th at 7:30 p.m. We're going to go to that game. I have a golf tournament tomorrow, so we can't go tomorrow. But there's still tickets available on Ticketmaster if you want to go see the Hurricanes. If you've been to a Hurricanes game, but not a playoff game. You've been to both.
Nope.
I thought you've been to playoff game.
Never a playoff game.
Oh, it's a whole different world. We got to do one this year. We'll
try.
see if we can't get it lined up. You ever been to a Hurricanes game, hockey fan?
Yes. Long time ago.
It's a different atmosphere there.
Oh,
ain't it?
yeah.
Now, if you've been a long time ago, it's way different now.
It is.
They've been winning. They've been in the playoffs the last 8 years. Got some good things cooking there. So it's a great thing to go watch.
A while ago.
On a side note, there's never been a North Carolina team win a world title except the Hurricanes. They won the Stanley Cup in 2006. Panthers have been to the Super Bowl twice. We all know, close both times and were in both games and had a chance to win both games. Just couldn't finish it off at the end. The Hornets, I don't think have ever been past the second round. But what I'm leading up to here, this could be the first year that the Hornets, Panthers, and Hurricanes all make the playoffs in the same year. Believe it or not. Usually the holdup has been the Hornets, over the years.
Right.
But the Hornets, in my opinion, aren't technically in yet because they're playing that play-in game tonight.
That's true.
If they win that tonight, they're officially in, and it'll be the first time in North Carolina history that all three teams will make the playoffs in the same year. You do who?
I need to make it.
All right, let me finish this up, and we'll do that real quick. Thank you to Downey Seating and Air. Go support your Hurricanes. Tickets are available. It's a great atmosphere to go to. All right. Ashley's got an announcement to make.
Yeah, Bill Mercer just called me. Bill Mercer and over there at Barton Insurance Services want me to let everybody know that the Boys and Girls Club is having a golf tournament at Jacksonville Country Club on June the 5th, I believe it is.
We're playing in that sucker.
And it's totally sponsored by Roger Carroll, Shelby Deal, Southern Touch
Painting,
and all the money, all the proceeds. Southern Touch is taking care of every bit of it. All the proceeds and all the money goes to the Boys and Girls Club right there in Jacksonville. Thank you, Bill Mercer, for being a big part of that.
Thank you to Roger.
And Roger Carroll.
For doing that. And what that means by him sponsoring and paying for the cart rentals and all that stuff, every dime that comes in of your entry fees goes towards that Boys and Girls Club.
How about that?
So that's good stuff.
That is good stuff. Thank you, Bill, for giving us a call and bringing an update on that, buddy.
That's fantastic.
All right. Thank you once again to Jason Humphrey and Downey Heating and Air Conditioning. Go Hurricanes, and we're looking forward to it. We've got a few minutes, so we're going to hit break. When we hit a break, we can come back and do nothing but Eddie Colson the rest of the way. So get ready.
How about that?
Right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Formerly Morgan Family Dentistry, our Jacksonville and Richlands offices are now proud members of the Lane & Associates family. Here, you'll find the perfect blend of the latest dental technology with the personal care and attention you deserve, all to give you an amazing dental experience. We welcome patients of all ages and accept all major insurance plans, including military. For over 40 years, Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving families across North Carolina. And now we're here for you with convenient locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call us today at 877-LANE-DDS or visit us online at lanedds.com. That's Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where beautiful smiles begin.
Golden Corral, the only one for everyone. Enjoy all your favorites at Golden Corral, featuring their famous buffet. It's all-you-can-eat steak, ribs, ham, pork roast, butterfly shrimp, and an opportunity to purchase a 4-ounce lobster tail for $7.99 with every dinner and all-day Sunday. Plus, save room for over 20 desserts, including banana pudding, chocolate pie, and our famous carrot and chocolate cake. And remember, Golden Corral offers drive-through, catering, and takeout for every Golden Corral guest's convenience. Call 910-455-3773 or visit goldencorral.com. The breakfast buffet starts at 7:30 a.m., brunch at 10, and dinner begins at 4. Golden Corral.
Hey, it's Rick Dees reminding you that Jacksonville's and Greenville's Golden Corral is the only one for everyone.
Pro Image Promotional Solutions in Jacksonville. A one-stop for your custom tees, sweats, hooded sweats, caps, and outerwear. Pro Image will design uniquely for you. Pro Image will do screen prints, digitize, and embroider right on site at their location in Jacksonville at 51 Plaza Drive B, just behind the Pizza Hut on Gum Branch Road. Pro Image Promotional Solutions, specializing in helping schools, businesses, church groups, civic organizations, and recreation sports teams with uniforms and their team gear. See Mark Houston for ideas on how to make your personal business wear look professional and appealing. For more information, visit proimagenc.com. That's proimagenc.com or call 910-347-0004. Again, that's 910-347-0004. Pro Image Promotional Solutions, just behind the Pizza Hut on Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville.
Stay cozy whatever you're doing this winter. Down East can help. From maintaining your current heating system to installing a variable speed Bryant Evolution system with Perfect Heat Plus and Perfect Humidity Plus technologies, Down East can help keep your home warm and inviting all winter long. To schedule an appointment, contact Down East at downeastheating.com or at 910-346-4311. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Robbie Yates, National Dodge, coming in to say hi. Robbie, what brings you out today?
Well, hey, we just want to tell your listeners that we buy cars.
Well, doesn't everybody buy cars?
Of course. Everyone has to. But we'd rather buy off the street and buy from our local listeners, as a matter of fact. We'll pay top dollar. I'm sure everyone says that. We actually can because we save the money that we don't spend paying auction fees and transportation fees, and we can add it to the value of their trades, value of their cars. Whether you're buying a car from us or not, we'll buy your car.
So if folks want to sell you their car, how do I find you, Robbie?
That's the easy part. You can find us at National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram at 2223 North Marine Boulevard, or you can meet our team just across the street at Superstore Autos. You can also find us at nationaldodge.com.
Rock Creek Golf and Country Club invites you to tee it up. Come test your putting skills in the brand new greens at Rock Creek. Monday through Thursday, play for just $40, and seniors only $37. Fridays, everyone plays for $47, with military and seniors just $42. Weekends and holidays, it's $55, and seniors play for $50. And don't forget, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday, just $35 to play. All fees include your cart, green fee, and taxes, and of course, your eagles, birdies, pars, bogeys, double bogeys, and everything in between are always free. So grab your clubs and hit the course at Rock Creek. Pro Rick Morton invites you to call 910-324-5151. That's 910-324-5151 for your tee time today. Memberships are available.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
You're listening to Sports Talk with Chris Raynor on Freedom 97.1, WSME.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Raynor. We have Eddie Colson, the legendary running back from Jacksonville Cardinals, Carolina Tar Heels, Cleveland Browns, and others. We'll talk more about that as we come up. Brian Bailey, co-host with us today. Ashley Mosley, co-host. We're going to roll through this day in sports history today and get back to talking more with Eddie and reliving some of the magical moments from his career. We'll start off April 17th. The first one is the year 1897. The first Boston Marathon is held, inspired by the Olympic Marathon the year before. John J. McDermott won the inaugural race. Were you a big runner? Like, did you like running long distances? You only like running 100 yards at a time, didn't you?
Yes, that was me. That was me. You know, the miles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Nothing like cross country.
No, it was my brother's thing. He used to love to run long distance. I can run up and down the field.
More power to it. You just like doing it. Whatever yard mark you were from there to the end zone, that was your run.
We run suicide. We run suicide on the field. Out of that long distance, you can have it.
All right. Well, you got 1925, Eddie.
Okay, 1925. Beirut collapses in Asheville, North Carolina, in what was famously dubbed the bellyache heard around the world.
Now, what happened was he had no sleep before that. He was unconscious.
Drinking the night before. Still had that alcohol in his system. All right, Brian.
1941, the Chicago Cubs debuted their first organ at a baseball stadium, Wrigley Field, launching a ballpark tradition.
And that's a cool thing. It's like when we go to the games there in Kinston, they still use the organ sound. It's not playing the organ.
It's a sound.
It's like the recordings of it, but it's still part of baseball. That'd be good for the high school level. I need to unveil that with some of our sound effects we use.
All right, 1951, Mickey Mantle hits his first career Major League Baseball home run with the New York Yankees. The only team he ever played for, by the way.
So Mantle was a Yankee the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in the day before we became free agents and traded every 3 years.
NIL and all that kind of stuff.
All right, in 1967, this was a bad man here too now. Wilt Chamberlain and the Philadelphia 76ers defeated the San Francisco Warriors to win the NBA championship, ending the Celtics' 8-year title streak. Any man that scores 100 points in a game and had 6,437 girlfriends, we'll call it. He was a bad man.
He was. And he was 7 feet tall. How can you not score 100
Yeah,
points?
he was head and shoulders above everybody back then.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, you got 1970.
1970, Apollo 13 safely returned to Earth after a near disastrous mission. Remember it for teamwork and resilience.
And I've seen the movie, and the first time you see that movie, you can't help but get almost emotional when they finally reconnect with them after they're coming through the blackout. You know, like we just had with the Orion capsule
How
coming
about
back.
that thing, man? That's amazing.
You would think with
man.
all the technology that they wouldn't have that, but when they're entering that Earth's atmosphere, you lose them for a while.
Yep.
And it's just scary.
And you tell them ahead of time that when you come back, you're gonna have to go through 5,000 degrees of heat.
Yeah.
You know, that's amazing to me.
As we all saw with the space shuttle that, disintegrated coming in that 1 year, all it takes is just a little bit of that heat shield gone.
Yeah.
And it was bad. So
And
this was a
Jacksonville's claim to fame,
successful thing. Though.
That lady astronaut from Jacksonville.
Yeah. Christina Cook, White Oak High School. Big shout out to her.
With Hollywood's wife, Jennifer Mann.
She what now?
Friends with Hollywood's
Christina's
wife.
friends with your wife? Okay, we got to get her on the show. Right. We'll tie it in somehow.
I'll just call her right now.
Yeah, call her up. Call her up. We'll
How
get her on
about
the show.
that?
Next time she's in Jacksonville. She probably doesn't come to visit a whole lot anymore, though, does she?
Yeah.
Parents, they just go around. She actually, I think last year she came, after the space station. And she's the longest female ever to be on the space station.
She was up there. They had to extend a little, so she ended up being the longest.
Was she the one that was up there for so long that Elon Musk had to go rescue?
Yeah. It's finally the way they did it. Yeah. Not Elon himself, but
no, his outfit or whatever.
She down on the Soyuz or whatever in Russia or.
We're not getting bombed. I don't know.
It may be a stereo or so. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Anyway, she came to White Oak. She went to White Oak High School.
Yeah.
And she did some kind of thing with the kids at the student.
I'd love to get her on here. That's a big deal, man. For what she done, they say she had the best hair in space of anybody ever because she has that longer frizzy hair, and she would just let it feel like witchy poo with that hair going out.
On Channel 12, they showed her coming home with her dog, meeting her at the door and everything. A reunion kind of thing. It was so cute, man. It was really, really nice.
I will say this because we were all watching at the house, right?
Yeah.
And then we didn't derail here, but watching at the house, and every time there was something wrong with the toilet, they had a problem with the toilet, and the Orion going to the moon, we're like, why is Christine? Why is she the one?
She's the engineer.
She's always fixing the toilet.
She's the Howard Wolowitz of that bitch. Yeah. You got to have the engineer that can fix it. Those other guys, they're just flyboys. She's the engineer. All right, Brian.
Yeah,
you
so
got 82.
1982, Wayne Gretzky finishes the season with a then record 92 goals.
He was the bad guy or the bad man in hockey, buddy. You don't get called a great one for nothing.
Until Ovechkin shows up.
All right, I got Gretzky above him still.
2004, Barry Bonds, with some help, hits his 661st career home run, passing Willie Mays for third on the all-time list.
And then you got he eventually passed Hank Aaron, who used to take a wooden bat, his hands, and dirt.
Right.
And that was it. Nothing juicing, no. You see him now, if you follow baseball at all, you'll see the guy step out. Wish they have the pitch count or the clock now so they can't do as much. But you'll see him step out there. Do all their stuff.
Between every pitch.
Just get up there like Hank Aaron, put a little dirt on the bat, and let's go to town. That's right. Thank you to Redneck Barbecue Lab for sponsoring our This Day in Sports History.
And for them tickets.
And them tickets. Thank
that
you.
We're going to get.
He's got that opening coming up in Hope Mills soon. As soon as it comes up, I might even go up there that day and do a little something, call Hollywood and get patched in or something to tell everybody about it.
Good, man.
All right, let's talk some Eddie Colson. I already got you headed to the barbecue lab when you go home tonight. You need to stop by and get you some barbecue and some ribs up there. All right, we got you in the high school here. Your first year, you said 21-0, or I looked it up. It was 21-0. You guys beat White Oak. You're rolling through. You beat Jones 50-8. Jones was a little smaller than you guys, weren't they?
Yeah.
But back then there weren't as many teams to play. And then you got New Hanover. What was your first game against a Wilmington team? Y'all won 23-20. Wilmington teams were a little different back then, weren't they?
All of them were. You know what I mean? It looked like they played each other, so they had a certain toughness.
Big schools.
Yeah, and they had a certain toughness about them. You know what I mean? So, and that's where Coach Durham came from.
Yeah, he coached the Hoggers.
Yeah, he went to Hoggers, so he knew when he went back what we're gonna have to do.
Well, you guys finished.
How bad to beat Goldsboro?
I don't see Goldsboro. They did play Goldsboro. Beat them 10-7, and they were part of your conference schedule. Your conference teams you played back then were Kinston, Eastern Wayne, Laney, Goldsboro, Southern Wayne, and New Bern.
Yep.
You guys went 7-2-1 and did not make the playoffs because back then you had to win conference.
You had to.
And then they started taking the second place team a few years later. But if you didn't win conference back then, you weren't in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Nowadays, you hear a team 7-2-1, they'd be a top
in the
5
league.
seed. You
Sure
know.
would.
So that was your first season. Any remembrances from that one that you want to talk about?
Tying what was it? New Hanover, not New Hanover, but what was the other?
Ashton.
No, Ashley weren't around then. It was New Hanover, Laney, and Hoggard.
I don't think they were in. I don't think
they weren't your conference.
No.
But looking to your second season, your sophomore season, another win over White. Now this one was a little tougher. Do you remember? Not your sophomore year, your junior year, because you played junior high. 14-6, y'all beat White Oak. White Oak's getting a little closer. Year.
Oh yeah.
They had big teams.
They looked at us. They looked at a lot of film, so they got prepared for us. So it was a grind. It was a grind that year to beat them.
They stacked the box. They knew what was going to happen.
Exactly. So we still grinded.
Pulled
it
the
out.
safeties up, linebackers up.
That's right.
Well, listen to some of these slugfests y'all had your junior year. White Oak 14-6, Hoggard you won 3-0, Kinston 20-6, New Bern 14-7. All these were wins because you guys went undefeated that year. New Hanover 19-6, Goldsboro 14-13. Had some other bigger wins against West Carteret. Eastern Wayne was 12-0. Laney 20-7. Southern Wayne, you whitewashed them 30-0, getting ready for the playoffs. Then you go into playoffs. Your first playoff game against Richmond County.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember if y'all played there or did they play here?
They came here
because you guys were undefeated regular season, won 20-6. Now you talk about North Carolina football royalty. That's Richmond County. Buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All-time wins leaders.
Yeah. Always in the playoffs and stuff. You always
they
hear
only
about
got one high school there, don't they?
Yeah, still do.
Everybody goes there. That's why you got so much talent there.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about more when we get to your senior season, but we want to remember that part of it too. The second round, you lost to Rocky Mount 28-27. Man, that
remember
game.
That one.
Do you remember what? I guess it was a missed extra point.
Remember that one? Yes, that was it. Yeah. Missed extra point. More than one.
Well, you may have been going for 2 for some of the other ones or something to make the final score.
Yeah.
So the kicking game kind of let it down a little bit for that game. So that's your junior year, and that propels you to your senior year. And we're going to talk. We'll go ahead and put the cart before the horse. A berth in the state championship game that year. But let's talk about the season as we roll along first. Started out with White Oak. This was a little different, 33-6.
Yeah.
You guys had a little something going on your senior year, didn't you?
Yeah, motivation.
You knew right out the gate y'all had something special.
Yeah. Everybody we had was together for all 3 years. So he put them in place, and we wanted to really smash them that year.
But we talked about it off the air before about how that year you guys and Southwest, who was a new school that pulled from your area, both went to the Eastern Finals in their respective divisions. They were 2A, you guys were 4A. So can you imagine? And we talked about it too. We mentioned it. That team, if you'd had Robert Amp Simmons and you in the same backfield, and some of the talent that was on those two teams together, it'd been crazy, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it would have been consecutive. We would have went consecutively into the state champs if we would have had that much talent. If Coach Durham and Coach Johnson, Coach Williams would have had that much talent. Yes.
And for some reason, I thought y'all went undefeated that year, but you lost one game in conference to Goldsboro.
Yes.
23-21, but every other game, man, a lot of them you guys had were blowouts that year.
Yeah.
And then you go into the playoffs, and it wasn't a second round exit this year. You beat Fike the first round 35-14. Pine Forest the second round 20-12. They're in Fayetteville. Do you remember if you traveled to that game or not?
Yes.
I assumed it was at Fayetteville, looking at the way the brackets are. Then you had Goldsboro for the
we went there too.
Eastern Championship.
Exactly.
Yeah. 124-13 over Goldsboro for the Eastern Championship. Is this the game where Eddie Colson ran the ball every time?
Yes.
Okay.
Every play.
Offensive play y'all had, run the ball.
He called my number, so it wasn't even no thought. You know what I mean? We just gonna run. You know what I mean? The whole objective is to win. And since they beat us early in the season, so the motivation was like, we gonna make you guys really not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How many yards did you rush for? 400?
It was a couple.
No, I had something like 40 something carries and right at 220, 225, something like that. So it was like
my daddy always says
5 years of smash.
And that's with them stacking the box.
Yes.
Eventually, pretty quick.
Yes.
So when I talked to you on the phone, I asked you about Goldsboro. When Southwest played there a few years back, there's an end of the stadium that you don't kick extra points in, because if you kick it in that end and it goes out of stadium, you don't get the ball back.
You don't.
Please
Because
don't take
it's
this
the
the wrong
neighborhood
way.
where they'll keep the ball.
Please don't take this the wrong way, but let me ask you something. Did anybody ever ask to see your driver's license, see how old you were?
At where?
See how old you were?
Because you were so more developed.
You were so more developed and so much better than everybody.
Whatever question that you weren't 25 years old playing out there?
No, the hair wasn't all on the face or anything like that. No, but we got extremely motivated for Goldsboro though. Anyway,
and you've been lifting weights since you were in the 6th grade. That helped.
Oh yeah, that was extremely helpful for your development at the time. For us,
our old buddy, Coach Phil Paget, swears in people up there in the west part of the state. Come out them hills. Some of them 21, 22.
Don't know how old they are.
They got hair all over them and stuff.
It's like them,
Sasquatch.
Them days of Little League World Series where them teams from over, in the Far East would come over here and buddy. Some of them kids were 15, 16 years old playing against 18-year-olds. And they finally figured it out later. That was a different sport.
Sure did.
So against Goldsboro, my dad would always tell me about this game. He said, he run about 40 times and 200-some yards is exactly what he told me. And what that did, though, people saying, well, there's only 40 offensive plays. By running it, it slowed everything down. There weren't as many plays in the game.
Yeah.
And Goldsboro had a great team. I think they might have even been undefeated when y'all played them. Y'all won 24-13 to send you off into the state championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one, look at me. I don't want to get off my screen here. So in the state championship, you got Greensboro Page. I may be wrong, but if I'm not badly mistaken, I think Todd Ellis was their quarterback. Great quarterback, all-state quarterback. And you guys were actually up at halftime, weren't you? I think it was like 14-13 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I remember we had Coach Durham in here, and buddy Greg Cooper's come in. Greg Cooper, quarterback.
And the game was here in Jacksonville, right?
Yes, they came here. When Greg Cooper got hurt, that changed everything. You know what I mean? That changed everything. Everybody's, mental part kind of changed.
Right.
Right there.
He's your leader, the team leader.
Exactly. And
he's the point man that runs everything, like point guard in basketball, essentially.
Yeah.
But I remember Coach Durham telling us,
he would get the offensive line together. You know what I mean? Whatever they, you know what I mean? He would get them. He would get them. So we're gonna play.
I remember Coach Durham telling us that's the one decision if he could do differently. Right before the half, you guys were up. Got the ball back, and he decided to take a shot, and that's where Cooper broke his collarbone.
Exactly.
If he hadn't done, that play hadn't happened, it took a knee and gone
went into the second half,
or run the ball, and just let the clock run out.
But you can't blame him. You can't blame him.
No, things like that happen, and even Coach
Durham
will tell you he probably would make that decision without knowing the outcome. Probably do the same thing.
Exactly.
But knowing the outcome, obviously you can change it.
Exactly.
There ain't nothing you can do about the pass. It's gone. So they come out in the second half without you starting quarterback. Basically, you had to go to a JV quarterback.
Yeah.
And just without that experience, it was tough.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We wasn't able to control the ball.
Yeah.
And that kind of messed us up because
they knew you were going to run every time.
And everybody was blocked but two people. So, you know what I mean? It wasn't like one person blocking you. They made sure they had two people.
What was the feeling like going into that game, knowing you're playing for a state championship? It was awesome, wasn't it?
Oh, man, it was so exciting. Oh, it was so exciting, man. I tell you, standing up, you couldn't even hardly breathe. You were so excited.
And then the second half starts off, you penalize 5 yards or something because people come on alongside the field.
Yeah, you couldn't even get in the stadium. You remember that?
Exactly right.
I remember hearing that story.
Yeah, couldn't even get back on the field.
Because of all the people.
From halftime.
The stands full, it was ringed about 5 or 6 deep all the way around.
Exactly. Had to try to open up just so we can get back on the field from the gym.
And then the guy takes kickoff and goes all the way for a touchdown.
And now we shaking our head.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not supposed to happen.
That's where the doubt starts to creep.
Exactly. That wasn't supposed to happen that early in the second half. You know what I mean? You were supposed to work for that.
That's 3 bad breaks right in a row. Quarterback get hurt, 5-yard penalty, man, take the kickoff back.
Like you said, within 10 minutes?
Mo, he left the building, hadn't he?
Oh,
of game time, it was within just a few seconds.
Exactly.
The actual game time. Now, you've been in many a high school football game, many a college, especially high school. People that don't go to the games, I've often said this, they don't know what momentum does. They'll see the final score maybe be 23 to 14 or something. They say, "Oh, y'all lost by 9. They weren't close at the end." They don't realize that there's that one play that can flip a game, just like
and that's true.
Switch.
It will, and it will. If you not consistent or concentrating on what you should be doing, even through the adversity, you still need to get yourself together because you can overcome.
Right.
You know what I mean?
People say, well, what does momentum have to do with anything? Well, it kicks in that adrenaline.
Yeah. And that's what's going to get you through that play. That's
right.
going to make the difference. If you need that first down in 2 yards and they got everybody on the block, I got to have that one block. That's all we're going to do. We're going to make it work.
Yeah. I've seen games before where a team goes for 2 at the end to try and win it instead of just tie. And if that one block had been made, he's in. He walks in.
Automatically.
It's not made, and the whole field is over.
That's what happened to Greg Cooper. Somebody missed a block.
And got him. They got him. They got him.
That had to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so you already signed with Carolina before the end of your senior year, or did you wait till afterwards?
No.
Back then, most people waited until after the season was over.
You had to, because they really didn't come after you. They weren't able to come get you during the season. All the recruits, all the coaches had to come mainly after the season and the playoffs started.
And you said during the break that you almost went to Michigan State.
Yes, I was being recruited by Tyrone Willingham, who was from Jacksonville.
Right.
Went up there to Michigan State and was coaching. He was recruiting at the time, and I was dead set on going to Michigan State. But we took a trip to Carolina. My parents. We came up there to Carolina, and at the end of the visit, I was still, acting like I was going to go somewhere. My mother pulled me to the side and said, if you go out of the state, I won't be able to come see you play. She says, I like it here. I said, right then.
They got a lot of nice
Put your
shade,
name.
too.
I said, put my name on the contract right then.
What other schools recruited you? I'm sorry. Go ahead and tell you about the contract. You
Everybody,
signed it right then?
Everybody. All the ACC at the time, State, Florida
East Carolina
State,
recruit
East
you?
Carolina, yeah. Because my brother was at East Carolina.
Okay.
He went to East Carolina and played football. You know what I mean? So I had letters from everybody: Virginia, Pittsburgh, USC, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee.
Well, you could have gone anywhere you wanted to.
Kentucky, all them letters of, you know what I mean, questionnaires they
Right.
wanted to, send out to you. So still got them.
That's amazing.
Still got all that. Still got all that, and keep up with it and stuff like that.
That's cool memorabilia to hang on.
Yeah. So
It's like the old days, the Michael Jordan card from Krzyzewski,
Exactly.
where he said, we appreciate,
Exactly.
this, that, and hope you do well at Carolina. Well, he did pretty good.
Yeah. So my mother was my inspiration to going to Carolina, and that was, to me as a young man, that was one of the best decisions I ever made, because I loved it there. When I got up there and got into everything and got out of that little first semester of homesickness, I loved it out there. You know what I mean?
Were you home?
Didn't even want to come home. You know what I mean? College is different then.
Oh, yeah.
Because
missing mama's cooking a little bit.
Oh, you miss everything because of the conditioning when you got there as a freshman was so much different from anything you ever experienced.
When I went to East Carolina, I got over homesickness the first time I went to the elbow room.
Chad, we didn't have an elbow though. Looking at the years, though, I'm making sure I get the timeline right. Your graduating year was 1981. Your
Yes.
last football year was 80.
Yes.
So your first football season with Carolina was 81. They were coming off the last time that Carolina ever won a ACC championship.
Yes.
It's hard to believe it's been that long, ain't it?
Yes,
Since
that's
1980.
true. They
But your
won that.
first year there as a freshman, did you play a lot as a freshman or
No, I didn't play a lot as a freshman. I got in maybe about 2 plays, but I played a lot of what they had at the JV.
Yeah.
The developmental part. And that was okay for me at the time as a freshman. But the sophomore season was the season we got in there and we got football, ready to play, because I was right behind a young man.
But you did play some as a freshman, right?
I played a few plays.
Because you guys went 10-2,
few
beat
plays.
Arkansas in the Gator Bowl. So your first
Exactly.
year, man, that's a good record, and win the Gator Bowl like that. That's all.
Exactly.
So you didn't redshirt then, though, did you?
No.
So you were still a sophomore your next year.
Yeah.
Tell us about your sophomore season.
Okay, my sophomore season.
I'll tell you the final, and then you can go from there. It's 8-4 with a 26-10 win over Texas in the Sun Bowl.
Yes.
So that's your sophomore year. Tell us some memories you have about it.
Yes, that was the season I got on the field. I got to play. One of the other fullbacks in front of me had gotten hurt. So once he got hurt, I filled in. And I wasn't giving up the position anymore. You know what I mean? So I loved it. I loved it. I learned from it, and I wanted to be the best at it, playing fullback. Because one thing about it, people were coming to the game. My mom and dad were coming to the game. And that was my motivation, getting on the field, staying on the field, and just making them proud that, they had a Colson on the field. So that was my thing, you know what I mean? And the longer I was on the field, the more I know that they were going to be extremely proud.
Right.
So that was my motivation.
That's being unselfish.
Mm-hmm. So I knew they were at the game. So that was extremely motivating to me.
Well, want to reintroduce everybody. Of course, Eddie Colson, legendary running back from Jacksonville and Carolina, with us today as our guest. Got Brian Bailey as co-host today. Ashley Mosley is co-host. You were talking about the times there at Carolina. It was a different world than it is now, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
Stadium did not have the upper deck, did they?
No.
I remember seeing the picture that we used for the promo. Actually, got it right here. You remember that right there?
Oh, yeah.
This was later on where they had built the upper deck while you were there, right?
Yeah.
So see the press box behind him?
Yeah.
You remember the old Carolina press box with the awning on it and everything?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it was.
That's right there. It
Almost
didn't
like a high school press box.
Exactly, because they was above the trees. They couldn't build anything above the trees at the time.
What
That's
that
why we
was, there
played
was a
during the
guy
day.
the guy that gave him, I guess Mr. Keenan or the family said that you can, this is yours. You cannot build above the tree line because we want these trees always showing. So as the trees got older, they finally were able to put an upper deck. And obviously the demand while you guys were there for tickets probably skyrocketed because it started winning.
Yes.
Some good seasons there.
Yes.
So your sophomore season, you kind of became the guy there, right? Now, I wanted to ask you this too, because it popped in my mind a minute ago when we talked about the Coach K letter to Michael Jordan. You were at school at the same time Jordan was.
Yes.
Did y'all ever interact any
Quite
football
often.
and basketball some?
Quite often.
Was it cool to hang around? I mean, obviously he hadn't got to the level he was going to get to yet.
No, one thing about Mike at the time, you know what I mean? He was extremely challenging himself. In Woolen Gym, this is before they built the Dean Dome. So Woolen Gym was the place that everybody hung out with during the summer.
That was where they practiced.
Exactly. So that's where you would always see him working on one move. He would work on one move. Even though he's playing with the guys and everything, he would work on one move for that one game. Then the next game, he would work on another move. And that's the only shot he would take.
Yeah.
So he was like developing whatever he was, coming out to be or getting ready for the next season. You would always see him do that during the summers.
And I remember James Worthy, big game James, they called him.
Yeah, he was
I remember
thorough.
James Worthy saying that he saw this skinny kid coming from Wilmington, and he sought him out. He wanted to play him one-on-one and kept doing it till he finally beat him.
Exactly.
And that's when he passed the torch on to Mike then,
Yeah.
So you guys, your sophomore year, that win over Texas was that cool to have your first bowl game that you actually, were playing more and you guys win the game?
Yeah.
Because Sun Bowl, that was way out in El Paso, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly right.
Was that about as long as y'all had traveled up till then?
Yeah. I had a chance to go down in Mexico at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was that for?
Just for that week when they were just playing.
Oh, while you
stuff
were there.
for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
We're looking at the next season, and Coach Crum was your coach the whole time.
Yes.
He had took over for Bill Dooley, and it looks like in '78 when you guys were still in high school, and coached on until like '87. Man, y'all had a great run of players. What were some of the other players you played with then that you want to mention? Obviously, tell us your quarterbacks again.
We had Rod Elkins, Scott Stankiewicz, and Kevin Anthony when I was there.
And who were some of the other offensive players that
we had?
You studied out.
Brian Blados.
Oh, lineman, yeah.
Yeah, we had. My man went to San Francisco, played offensive line.
I can't remember. They had some horses in there.
Oh yeah, we had Dave Drexler, Sproul, Irmo. We had Shelton Robinson at tight end.
Didn't throw the ball a ton though, did he?
No,
It was, but
Victor
especially
Harrison.
Elkins, he was a good leader throwing the ball. Yeah.
Victor Harrison is receiver. Guys like that. You know what I mean?
Looking, I guess this is your senior season. You guys went 8-4, 4-2 in the ACC though. So you had a winning record every season you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good times at Carolina, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
And it's just coming off the time where Lawrence Taylor was there. Well, Buddy Curry, was he a little before you too?
Yeah, he was before me.
That's
too.
what I thought.
He was
great
before me.
linebacker in the play for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes.
But it was in my opinion, it was one of the golden times in Carolina football history.
Yeah.
Coach Crum later, started having some losing seasons and replaced him, but that middle stretch there of Coach Crum, it was pretty daggone good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think it was on the break. Is that when you asked him why he didn't go to state?
Yeah.
Let's tell that story. Let's ask it again.
He said he didn't like Coach Kiffin.
No, you ask him the question. Let him tell the story.
So why didn't you choose North Carolina State?
Because at the time it was different. You guys had the coach Monty Kiffin, and you know what I mean. I don't know. I was not turned on by that. You know what I mean. So the other part was we were being recruited, and like I said, once my mother, you know what I mean, pulled me to the side, that was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean. Recruiting was over. I didn't even go to any more schools after that. Because once I signed with Carolina, that was it. There was no reason to go visit your school or anything like that at the time.
Well, your senior year, you beat NC State, 28-24.
Yeah.
I think NC State finished that year 1-6. So they didn't do so good.
Yeah.
Not a good year.
No.
Why did they only play so few games? Or was that the ACC?
That was
Did you start all 3 years at Carolina?
Yeah.
After
The sophomore.
your
Yeah, my
freshman
sophomore,
year.
sophomore,
Okay.
junior, and senior year.
And a lot of people don't realize a lot of times freshmen back then didn't play.
They
It wasn't, you weren't redshirted either. It was just a lost year. It was a developmental year.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And they
not
didn't
like
even
now.
they didn't even really ask you, did you want to redshirt that year until you would be a senior?
And you were drafted into the NFL.
Well, I was drafted in the USFL.
Oh, okay.
Yep, start with
I was drafted by them because that league was still around, but I went as a free agent to Cleveland.
So you decided not. Did you play any at all in the USFL?
No, I didn't even because they were getting ready to, fold.
Yeah.
So I went to I went to the NFL.
So it was not the first couple years of the USFL. It was the last part. Where
The last part.
Now it's funny because a running back you played with in 80, Kelvin Bryant. You were his blocking back, and Kelvin, 15 touchdowns in the first 3 games. He was on pace to just obliterate the touchdown record.
Yes, he was.
And hurt his knee, like you
Running down the sideline, and man got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But he went on to play, of course, with I guess it was Birmingham or whatever team it was.
He went to the Redskins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, started with USFL, and then went on to Redskins. Well, it was so cool.
Baltimore Stars.
Those touchdowns he scored against East Carolina that year to start the season. 7 touchdowns in the first game. He would take the ball each time and take to Steve Streeter.
That's right.
You remember Steve? Had that
wheelchair
accident where he was in the wheelchair. So cool that the stuff going on in Keenan back then.
That was.
It was just, you go to it now and it really blew my mind when they went to the turf. I did not like the AstroTurf in there. They've gone back to grass now, of course. But it just looks so much better in there now, the way it is.
They would get too hot down there. You know what I mean?
Tearing knees and ankles up, too.
Oh, easily.
Now, you're still around the program. You do a lot of stuff with the event staff and stuff like that. So you kind of seen the place evolve. Do you like it the way it is now?
Yeah.
You think they're headed in a good direction with Coach Belichick?
Like you say, the things are so much different. You know what I mean?
crazy.
You need to get rid of the NIL.
Yeah.
So the coaches
Well,
have
that's
more
on a national
control.
level, yeah.
Coaches don't have any more control because
they
of the
don't?
NIL. You don't know who's going to be there year to year. When we played, you was there for at least 3 to 4 years. There was no transferring. There was no portal every year.
It's all about that, ain't it, buddy?
Exactly.
It's all about that.
I'm like, where, how much are you paying him not to play?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
You're
right.
paying him all this money. He's not getting on the field. Why are you paying him all this money?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's crazy because, and I've heard stories in the past. I know they tried to just get you a summer job actually working, and you couldn't do it because boosters, they didn't want it to look like you were getting paid or anything. And you weren't, but it's just, it was even hard to get a job in Chapel Hill as doing work during the summer. Just because of the way it's now, the money is just totally
I don't know whether this is true or not. I really don't. But you know how much money Cooper Flagg made at Duke?
No.
$28 million.
That's almost enough to not even come out after your freshman year.
I wouldn't. You take football players. I mean,
you live the college life and still making that money.
Yeah, and you're not going to get hurt. I mean, come on. You play. You get in college and get that NIL money that big. Who wants to go play professional football?
There's no
Which is what it's turned into.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's no more.
And that's a great example. You got Cooper Flagg and the kid that played with Knipple or whatever his name is, the one that's showing out for the Hornets this year. Can you imagine if those two would have come back the next year with the team they had this past year?
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen anymore. Now, when you played, you knew exactly who you're going to have the next year.
Yeah.
The year before. Now, man, they reload right now.
I remember what Moses Malone, who was from Petersburg, Virginia. He went right straight out of high school.
Exactly
Go
right.
play in the pros, and somebody
Exactly
asked him,
right.
"Well, why don't you go to college and get your education?" He said, "Because I'm fixing to buy college."
Yeah. Moses made a lot of money. I remember the Sixers were my team back then with Dr. J.
Exactly. That was mine too.
And they brought Moses in and he led them to the promised land.
Yeah, first book I ever read, Legend of Dr. J.
Yeah, Dr. J was one of my favorites back then. He was kind of the precursor, and then Jordan took it to a whole new level. Bird, Magic, just the way the NBA was. Are you a big NBA fan now?
Not anymore. Not anymore, but I was during that time because, like you say, you don't know who's going to be year to year. Where's that good player that elevated that team? He's gone.
Yeah. Well, who's your pro favorite team in football? I'm sorry,
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. You a Chiefs fan?
Yeah.
Not a Panthers guy?
Nah, man. You know why?
Why?
Way back in the day, my dad did the Bobby Bell dance in the living room when they won the Super Bowl way back in the 70s.
Oh, you talking about when the Chiefs did?
Yes.
Oh, you talking about
way back in the day.
So.
He did that in the middle of the floor, the Bobby Bell dance. After the man scored, and I got motivated after that.
You were a Chiefs fan before the Panthers.
Oh yes, yes. Before they even got here.
When they say they're Chiefs fans now, because of their recent success.
No, I went through all them terrible years. First round with Marty, Marty Schottenheimer and all them. He was the coach in Cleveland. Also, when I went to Cleveland, he was the head coach.
Yeah, he's been around a little bit.
Yeah, so I remember the 90s and stuff. Nigerian Nightmare, Priest Holmes.
Yeah, with Christian Okoye, man, I don't know how you didn't win more games. He just looked like he looked like he was wearing a Guardian cap, but he wasn't.
And on top of that, man, he could fly.
He could
For a big man, he could move.
People.
Well, if there's anything you could go back and do a little different, is there anything you would do with your high school, college, or pro time? Obviously, you would let that guy not hit you in the knee.
Yeah, I would work out more.
Yeah, get that knee a little stronger.
I would work out more, man. I would do a lot more squats. I would do more long distance running.
Yeah. Oh, it's all about conditioning.
I would do that, but I was one that really believed in conditioning.
Yeah.
Growing up, you know what I mean? It was always, if you want to be the best, you got to do more.
Well,
than the rest.
one thing it would give you confidence. If you put in the work,
exactly,
you know you're in shape.
Exactly right.
It gives you confidence. No more self-doubt. Maybe I should have run some more wind sprints.
Yeah, when I see that one man trying to tackle me,
right,
you're not ready for this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. I'll let you know you're not ready for this, but I'm gonna put something on you, so we're gonna keep going. Just to let you know, okay? I want this today. I'm going to the end zone.
Well, it was different back then. We all used to work every summer in high school.
Yeah.
So you come out at a backer patch or painting or working at Piggly Wiggly or whatever, and you show up August 1st, and that's when it started.
Exactly.
Now, man, they're going at it all year long.
Yeah.
If football's your only sport, they're conditioning and doing stuff all year long.
And you know something? There's something you cannot teach the love of contact.
No.
You either like it or you don't.
It's something you got to want to do.
That's right. And you enjoy it.
You remember the Oklahoma drill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they say that one made more basketball players than it made football players. Because if you didn't do that when you were a basketball player.
Exactly. Exactly. One thing about that though, you better bend your knees and get low.
Yeah.
Now,
you
Brian,
better get low.
Brian has done a great job preparing some stuff. You got anything you want to share before we go?
Just
learn
one
some
thing.
stats or anything?
Just one thing is personal. Prior to today, walking through that door and seeing you, I had not seen you since November the 17th, 1984. And
Was that at a Carolina game?
I'm a true NC State fan. And a friend of mine was a Carolina fan in high school. We said, hey, look, my mom and dad's got these tickets if you want to go. And I'm like, but because he was my friend, I went. And that day was senior day. And I saw you walk out there with your mom and dad.
That's awesome.
And I said, that's a Jacksonville man right there.
Yeah.
And you played Virginia.
Yeah.
Who was ranked 19th in the nation that day.
Yeah.
And y'all tied them 24-24.
Sure did.
So, but I that's what I remember most out of Eddie Colson that day. Just seeing you down there with your mom and dad.
That was a special day.
So
that was a very special day.
The ACC was a different world in, wasn't it? You had the 8 teams.
Yeah.
I don't even think Florida State was in it yet.
No, they wasn't there yet.
So who were the teams when you played? I know, let's see, it's Carolina State, Duke, and Wake Forest. Then
you have Virginia,
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Who we missing? Clemson. Was it just 7?
That's it. That was
Because
7
I
at
think
the
Florida
time.
State was added, made it 8. Yeah.
Yeah,
So just
once
7.
they got added, because they were independent then. They wasn't a part of no conference.
And they
That's why
definitely
we-
changed the conference when they came in.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
for a
talking
while.
about some-
It took a while. I'll never forget that first time Carolina beat them. I want to say it was when Marcus Jones and them guys were playing.
Exactly.
And, the first time they beat them. And once they got ahead of them, they didn't let off. You remember that game?
Exactly.
It was at Keenan. It ended up being like
Exactly.
about a 2 or 3 touchdown win. But, man, it was just the first time breaking through against Florida State because they had a stranglehold on the conference. Yeah.
They was abusing people.
Who was the best teams y'all played against when you were there? You remember anyone that stood out more than any? I don't remember who won the conference those years.
Probably
Obviously,
rivalry
Virginia
games,
was a good
probably
one.
Duke.
Yeah,
NC State.
yeah, but the State was our rival when I played.
Yeah.
They was
still
more
are.
our rival.
Still are.
Because Duke was just developing.
Yeah.
So we played him at the end of the season. But
Now the Spurrier win was after you left.
No, Spurrier win was my freshman year.
Was it the one where they took the picture in front of the old scoreboard and all
Exactly,
that?
where they had been Bennett, and you know what I mean. He set records.
Oh,
that
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
So
So
Spurrier
that was-
left right after that.
He
didn't
left.
That's
after
what it
that.
was. yeah.
Exactly right.
Went to Florida.
Yep. So we didn't lose any more to Duke after that.
That Duke was led by Spurrier, and after that, it was
Exactly.
they went on
Once
hard
he
times
left,
for a while.
yeah, because he had a great passing mind.
So you're talking about Virginia was ranked, when he played in that
Yeah.
senior year, so they were probably one of the top dogs in the conference.
Yes, they
those
were.
years.
They were. They were.
And
Very good
Clemson.
coach.
I mean, I don't know why didn't
Clemson was
pop
tough.
it?
They were
Obviously,
always
Clemson won the
tough.
national title in 1980, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It was 80 what? 81?
81.
80 or 81.
81.
81.
Sure did.
With Danny, whatever his name is, the coach. I can't remember. Danny Ford was the coach.
You're exactly right.
Clemson had. Yeah, Clemson was probably the top dog back
Exactly.
then.
That's
Roscoe
me.
Coltrane.
That's me. That was my nickname.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I got all these.
That was my
Share with us
nickname.
some of the
That was my
social media
nickname
stuff.
at college.
It may jog some of Eddie's memories here.
Socials.
That was my nickname at Carolina.
And we can share. I've shared a few.
Please.
To pop them up on the socials here on YouTube, and Facebook. But so I don't know who this is. Shirley Pettiford.
That's my wife.
Oh, is that your wife?
That's my wife right there.
You don't know her, but Eddie knows her well.
Yes, that's my wife right there. Hey, girl.
She just said Coltrane.
Yes.
And then she said earlier. See, I missed these earlier. Some of these pop up, and we usually don't get as much action as this, man. But
You're a popular commodity,
Some
Eddie.
of them are relevant as we're talking about stuff. But,
Okay.
Earlier she said Sonya McLean. I guess at 10 o'clock we were talking about. And then let's see. Keith Lee said, "Good to see you, Eddie."
Oh, good. He
Greg
was
Cooper
excellent.
said- Greg Cooper said, "Great to see the Big E." And then Keith earlier, I guess we were talking about the
Good to hear that name.
talking about the Boston Marathon. I didn't know this, but Jacksonville High School alumni. I'm not sure what year we'll be running the Boston Marathon this year. Fantastic. There, so.
Oh, that's very good to hear.
And then your wife says hello. I guess she's making sure he's working here. The connection.
Yes, hey, girl.
There you go.
Hey, and I'm sure Mama's listening.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Give a
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out to your mom, to some of your family too.
Hey, Mama. How you doing? Definitely. Wife, how are you feeling? My 2 daughters, Crystal and Sonia. My 2 grandsons, Camden and Kaysen. So, and that, you know what I mean? My sisters, my brother up there in Jacksonville, not Jacksonville, up there in the Chapel Hill area. I had to give you your credit and everything. And it's just good to know. Good to know family.
Well, I know you're glad to be home visiting. I'm glad we could work it all in to do that together. You guys got anything else for Eddie before we take off?
I don't have anything for Eddie. I appreciate you coming on, but
I
don't
really
talk
appreciate
about
you
a couple
having
things.
me.
Yes,
Really,
sir.
Good to
really
see you.
appreciate you guys
man.
having me.
It's
This
been great having me. Man, you look like you still be
wonderful
playing.
coming home, man. It's good.
Yeah,
Wonderful coming home and talking with you guys is a thrill.
Good.
For a humble guy like me, this is a thrill, really.
Well,
Thank
I'd love
you
to have you
guys
back
so
sometime.
much. Please,
Anytime
please,
you're headed
whenever.
down this way and you want to pop in, just let us know.
Oh, just give me a call. I'll make it. I'll make the trip.
Andy, a quick question. You ever sling it once in a while in football? You go out there and sling it once in a while?
Man, shoulders ain't what they used to be, but I still tuck it now.
Now,
I ain't got no problem tucking it now.
Did Coach Sturm ever let you do the halfback pass or anything?
No,
Or that one
no,
in the play?
he said I'd rather for you to run than to try
Yeah.
to throw it.
Nobody
You know
else
what I
throw the
mean?
ball either, would he?
No,
Not even the quarterback got it.
No, we don't need to throw with you. You need to run.
Couple things need to talk about. Once again, I'd like to thank Bill Mercer for letting us know about the golf tournament that Roger Carroll and Southern Touch Penny, Southern Touch and Shelby Deal is doing on for the Boys and Girls Club. June 5th, Jacksonville Country Club. All the money, everything Roger is supporting at Southern Touch is footing the bill for the whole thing, and all the money goes for the Boys and Girls Club. I'd like to thank, or I'd like to wish Madeline again at Miss Horse Pharmacy there inside of Piggly Wiggly in Kinston a happy birthday, and all those folks up there, Lee, Bryce, LaRue, and that crowd, and Dalton Ainge and Eric. Thank you for what you do for Ash here when I'm in the Piggly Wiggly going to that pharmacy.
Ashley knows the crowd well up there now.
Oh yeah.
Are you their favorite customer?
Probably not, but I'm a customer. And on behalf of B&M Broadcasting, Harry Brown and Chris Hollywood Man and Chris Raynor, Eddie Colson and myself, we want to present Brian Bailey his latest novelty for his man cave that he's building, NC State coach Kevin Keats bobblehead.
Autograph, by the way.
Yes, we appreciate it.
And we do have some red paint for you, so you can make him a state coach instead of a UNCW coach.
He's
There. That's
he's
cool.
good.
Cool to add to your bobblehead
He
collection.
did coach you state.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Your wife just sent another update. She says to talk about your dad running with you to touchdown. Can you mention that little story?
Yes. Yes. Now, this is when we were in Little League. Okay. Down on the base and everything. And he was at the game and everything, and I had got the ball. We went around the corner. Got around the corner. Next thing you know, I look to the sideline, and he is running right next to me, telling me, run, run, run. So that's all I'm hearing. I threw the head up in the air, and we were just running. I was trying to catch him. He was outrunning me to the end zone, and I was trying to catch him. That's how I got in the end zone.
Man, you just brought back some memories, buddy. Them running backs that would throw that head back when they got in the open field.
Yeah.
And those were good times.
Y'all, man, got down there and looked around, boy, threw the ball to him. I threw him the ball. You know what I mean? And let him get the ball back to the referee and everything. Got a good old hug, and that was work for me.
That's great.
They keep coming in. One more here. Jacqueline Smith Miller.
You know Jacqueline Smith? Oh, different one, I guess. Okay.
She just says Cardinal legend.
Oh, legend. I thank you very much. I thank you because I loved going to school at Jacksonville.
Well, I don't know if you listened to the show when Coach Padgett had it, but he was narrowing down a list of the top athletes ever in Austin County history. Right. He finally didn't finish it because it's so hard to pick one. Mm-hmm. But you were in the short list, man. I think you made top 5 there at the end.
Oh, fantastic!
Coach Padgett thought a lot of you and what you did there at Cardinal Nation.
You know that story about running every play and carrying the ball in one football game is football lore. Actually, I mean.
That's legendary stuff right there.
Right. Yeah. And like you don't even know till after the game. You know, you so dead set.
Man, I bet you were wore out, weren't you?
Oh, after you, but you don't feel it till you get ready to close your eyes. Yeah. You know, on the bus home, definitely. You know, you fall out and stuff. But as you're there in it, it was just so much different. You know what I mean? You just dead set on not losing. So that was our thing right there. So give it to me and let's keep getting these W's.
Yeah. And you were a big part of obviously that big run the Cardinals had in those seasons. You guys like in Southwest, the '99 team went to the state championship and lost. Next year they go back and win it. Mm-hmm. If you don't lay the groundwork like you guys did the first time, who knows? You might not go back and win it in 82. You know, you got to go there and learn from some things that state championship's different.
It's much different.
It's a lot different now because they play in the neutral
different
sites.
places. Yeah.
Back when you guys played, Jacksonville
right
was very fortunate to have the '80 championship here.
Exactly right.
And then went back 2 years later, so it was right back here because it alternated between East and West. Mm-hmm. So you were a huge part of that Cardinal run and laying the foundation for the Cardinal program.
Yeah.
As UNC too. You know, 1980 last year they won the conference outright. And you guys were right there at the top, right behind those Clemson teams that were dominant. Second place, for the whole run you were there. So you're part of some great teams, man.
I enjoyed it, man. I truly enjoyed it.
You ever miss it?
Every day.
Everybody love to suit up one more time with
man, I wish I could. Really, I wish I could.
You ever seen the Tostitos commercial? I think it is with Dan Marino and Jerry Rice and them, and they're in their mind talking about they can still do it, and then all of a sudden it flashes them doing it and getting shellacked and stuff like, nah, we're good. Let's just watch this game.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Eddie, for being with us, man. We really have
thank you
enjoyed
guys
it.
for inviting me. I really do. This has been a joy and a treat for me.
Well, I definitely want to do it again. I don't think we probably scratched the surface of stuff.
We got so much more to talk about.
Next time we'll expand. We'll fix the college game. What's wrong with it? How about that?
Hey, we can do something with it. I
got some ideas.
Take that NIL away from it and make people hungry again.
Well, speaking of hungry, we want to give a shout out. Start with the Helen's Kitchen and Billy Grissett.
Yes,
it was
sir.
on the break. You saw him come in.
Yeah.
That's the fella that brings that magic in a bag. We got some food for you here. We always sit and eat and have a little lunch after the end of the show. Thanks to Helen's Kitchen and Billy Grissett. They keep us well fed, as you can tell. We're not missing a meal or two.
No.
I do want to thank all our other Sports Talk sponsors before we go. Golden Corral, Mr. Billy Sewell. Rock Creek Golf and Country Club. The pro there is Rick Morton. Superior Metal Structures and Concrete there in Beulahville. National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Harry Brown, Ryan, Robbie Yates, Chris Hines, and Quentin. Harry had a birthday this past week.
April 13th.
It was. I know he's impressed that I remembered it. I remembered it on my own. I didn't have to see it on Facebook.
Happy belated birthday, buddy.
Some people that don't keep up with Facebook a lot probably wonder, how does that fool remember my birthday? But it's obviously by Facebook. We appreciate it keeping up with it. Downey's Heating and Air Conditioning, Jason Humphrey and the gang. Thank you to Jason for sponsoring our Hurricane Watch too. CNS Paint, Ron Choate and Victor Case. PRQ Exteriors, Mr. Austin Wright. Fountain Management, Lisa Thornton and Sandra Fountain. Southern Touch Painting, Roger Carroll and the gang. All About Floors, Ron Prince. Liberty Tire. Osceola County Motor Company, Ben Beasley and his crew, and thank you to them also for sponsoring our racing report. Bartley Insurance Services, Bill and Drew Mercer, and Bill sent you the message about the golf tournament.
Thanks again, Bill, for letting us know about that, and again, Roger Carroll.
And if there's still teams available, I'm sure you can check on that website, the Boys and Girls Clubs, and sign up if there's still.
And they got whole sponsorships available.
And that goes a long way to making a lot of money for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
And we're going to do what we can here at the radio station to continue to promote it up until tea time.
And I don't know, as of yesterday, there was still a couple positions available too in the Dixon Middle School tournament, which is tomorrow at North Shore. So you can check on the Dixon Middle School website, and they might if they still have a team or so available, getting that to help out Dixon Middle School athletics down there. I want to mention that too. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, thank you. Jones Onzo EMC, Jones LP Gas in Verona, Lane Associates Family Dentistry, and of course, don't forget the QR code. I know where it is now. I don't see it, but it's up there. I feel like the green screen guy, the weather guy. But go to that and you can connect to anything we got. Of course, everything runs off our website, WSME971.com. Thank you to Hollywood for getting that rolling for us, and thank you for all you do behind the curtain over there. The Wizard of Oz over there.
Top notch, no doubt about that.
But that's a wrap for the show. Thanks again, Eddie, for being with us, and we'll see you next Friday on Sports Talk.
Thank you.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs.